After assessing your teams for people, purpose, strategy, alignment, there is another framework that helps in planning and execution. I call it the 3S commitments, which are strategy, structure, and substance. This assumes that any effort or team's purpose has already been declared and that the basic strategy is determined to be in alignment with that purpose. A restatement and also refinement of that strategy kicks off a series of commitments designed to rally the team around the main objective. While strategy, structure, and substance are all critical and should be thought of in overlapping terms, they are all very different in nature. And while this probably goes without saying, it can't be overstated considering the behavior of some organizations toward these concepts. First of all, we're going to take a look at strategy. This is not a bullet list of items to be executed. This is a clear, simple direction or idea that can be communicated in a few words. If it can't be communicated in a few words, it will be difficult to garner commitment. Then structure. This is the framework within which the strategy will be executed and results will be measured. The structure should contain elements that are specifically set up to make the team and the team's project a success. Bullet list and the structure commitments will usually entail how the strategy gets accomplished. It's a list of technology platforms, meeting rhythms, timelines, and goals, among other things. And finally, substance. This includes message, both copy and imagery, as well as any elements needed to create the reality of the project's purpose. Delivering strategy is the point of substance. Existing within structure is its constraint. When working with clients, I get them to bring the map of their 3S commitments to every substantive conversation. That way they can easily determine what S any meeting dialogue is addressing. That's because strategy conversations demand a different mindset and approach, both in scale and timing, than substance conversations, for example. Sometimes it may even be a matter of determining if the right people are in the room for what S is being discussed. Are our strategy people here is a good question if structure conversations give the strategy an uncomfortable reality check, and vice versa. When it comes to creating a funnel for decision making, how do you reach consensus? How do you explore options? Who brings the options? Who clearly defines and states the problems to be solved? Who declares organizational priorities? When it comes to the purpose, strategy, and alignment, you need real leaders to define purpose and healthy, actively engaged people to determine alignment with strategy. Forging the 3S commitments requires a certain combination of aspiration and groundedness. Again, none of these exercises and the appointment of who weighs into them has to do with job titles and has everything to do with working genius profiles. Speaking of that, if you really want to give your team a gift, really consider a Working Genius Live workshop for your team. It isn't just a workshop, it is a leadership team experience. When you give them the gift of a Working Genius workshop, you give your people the gift of understanding their natural strengths and accelerate your organization's results. Just go to geniusworkshop.live. There you will see a menu of options for the Working Genius half-day event. Pick the one that most works for you. Again, geniusworkshop.live.